I get a lot of questions from people who are asking me about how they travel by air with a firearm. And the fact is that it is a little bit complicated, especially in New York, where the most minor violations of New York gun laws can result in felony convictions and even potential for jail time or prison time. So one thing I always suggest is there are two sources of information for this. First of all, you have to check with the latest TSA guidelines, and you have to follow them to the letter of the law. The other issue, of course, is that most airlines also have their own page on their website about exactly what steps to follow when you're traveling on their airline with a gun. So I always recommend that you check the latest information from both the TSA and from your airline. Now, in addition to all that, it's very important to know, for example, that New York has very strict laws and only allows a person to possess a handgun if they have a license to possess that handgun. If you show up to LaGuardia Airport after having been in New York for a couple of weeks and decide to check that gun in and travel back to Texas with it, you're going to get arrested. And I get those calls all the time from people who are caught traveling back to their home state with the gun. It's very important to not only know about what the law is when traveling with the gun, but it's also important to know what the result would be of having the gun in the jurisdiction you're traveling to. So it's very important when you're traveling. It takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of research. Make sure you know the laws on both ends of the trip, and make sure you know the proper procedure to properly fly with an unloaded checked firearm.